Hello my fellow video gaming minions, Dr. Virtual here, and I'm here now, so please enjoy it. Well, what is your favourite video game casing or favourite video game case for your video games? So, as you can I'll go into what I mean in a minute. So you can sort of tell throughout the wonderful decades of video gaming, we all have come across different varied types of video game casing for all our video games to be in storage and very well protected and well placed over the years so they don't collect dust and for the discs get scratched and for the cartridges fall from a higher height and not risk getting broken or damaged. Which for some casing on certain carts that'll take quite a bit of damaging. So basically let's start then, shall we? So I'm going to go through just a few of mine and tell you exactly how I feel about certain casing for my certain video games that I've got and how I feel about some. Alright, so I'm going to start with ones that I feel least likely attracted to. But bearing in mind they all are perfect for their job. They keep the games and discs very well protected. Right, so we've got the PlayStation 2, chose Simpsons Road Rage because I like the cover art. We've got the GameCube, right, which is Serious Sam, Next Encounter. I like the awesome cover art on that as well. For the Xbox I chose Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. I love that game, it's really good. So as you can tell, I think that all these casings are pretty much standard. You know, I really do enjoy them. There's not much life for them, so they do their job. Very well done. Simples. I like how they're evenly distributed. They're an alright size for the shelf. Yep, nice and standard. Simple looking game and little manual there. Done. Simples. So yeah, that's what I feel about the. But what I liked about these three is probably this one. The only thing that stands out differently is probably the disc size for the GameCube. As you know, that was a bit different for that particular, at the time for that new system when it was out. And I really did enjoy it. So for me, the one that stands out of these three is probably the GameCube one. So these are pretty much standard. GameCube just has that little bit more in terms of when you open it, instead of seeing a big disc, you've got a small one, like a little mini ring donut. So, yeah, they're alright. I like them, to be honest. Keeping this video short of, simple and brief. Next, PlayStation 3. I chose DC Universe. Nice, smaller size compared to these. Yep. So, guaranteed you can stack up a little bit more on your empty shelves. That little bit extra space to have the certain game set in. Open up, done. Disc on one side, manual on the other. It's alright. Yeah, maybe a bit smaller, but it's fine. The PlayStation 1. I kind of like these ones as well because they're around they're somewhat even smaller than the PS3 casings as well. But I feel like with the PS1s, they can easily crack as well. These are more plastified. These ones, yeah, they can get a lot of scratches on them, and you have to be somewhat more careful when you're looking after these. Oh my, these ones. So I chose Rainbow Six Rogue Spear for this PS1. I like the manual, disc and everything. Good. But yeah, you have to be careful with these ones. Sure, they're a bit smaller, but you have to be really careful. They can easily crack. And so I've got to take special care of these PS1 discs, casings. I ain't played this game just yet, by the way, so I look forward to actually trying it out. So, so far, at the back of the queue, it's the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 for being quite standard. Standard-ish, but the only thing that's different, disc size. So GameCube holds it a little bit more to the PS2 and the Xbox. Other than that, was the PS3 being a little bit smaller and it's more plastified. I enjoyed that, so I don't have to worry too much if it drops. PS1, although I've got to take a little bit more care of my PS1 outer casings, I really do prefer the PS1 over these ones. So what does that leave next? Well, just 3 more gaming cases. I chose the Sega Mega Drive, so ToeJam and Earl Panic on Funkatron. I love this game to pieces. Somewhat more bigger than the PS1 and somewhat thicker, but that's okay because even if it drops, my game's still going to be safe. And that was a PS3, just a tiny bit bigger than the small PS3 ones as well. I love the cover art on this. Have a look, it's fantastic. I love that. And what I love about it as well, apart from having such a heavy, thick manual, because that's what's giving it a lot of extra weight, is the fact that the video game cartridge is actually safe in there. Look, boom. You actually got to really pull that thing out to. So your game is pretty much safe inside here, unless you've got a dodgy cartridge holder. Absolutely phenomenal. I really do love it. So I can trust that this will look after all my Mega Drive games. Absolutely no worries. So I really do hold this one in more high esteem than these other ones. Like I said, they're a little bit more heavier, a little bit more bigger, but I love the big manual and everything. I love the cover art on most of the Mega Drive games anyway. And the fact is my video game's going to be safe. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. I know I can trust the Mega Drive casing because it's so thick. Now, for my Nintendo 64, I chose a Mario Golf. To be honest, I love the cover art. I love it. It's not so much as it's more or less a tiny miniaturized box, other than being in an actual case, isn't it? Because you can just open it, and this is still in pristine condition, which is what I'm happy with. But you have to be careful with these ones as well. And you'll take that out. Manual's there. That's fine. Got a lot of spare baggage there. And your cartridge is inside that bit. Lovely. You know? See, I do love my N64 casings. See, when I buy a video game, I really want to get the casings with it, because if not, and I find the game to be cheaper without the casing, I'll just go ahead and buy it without the casing, to be honest. At least that's a for now thing as well. So for now, I really do love the N64. You know, it packs a lot of weight with the manual and the game and stuff, but as long as I know the game's well protected, everything. So yeah, inside the little miniaturized box, I really do love it. You do get a lot of display on the back as well, telling you a lot. So that's what I love about it. It doesn't seem as boring. It seems it's got a little bit of life flared into it. And last but not least, just keeping it short and brief, the Dreamcast Soul Calibur. To be honest with you, out of every one of these, this has got to be my most favourite. Again, you know, it's the same as the roughly the same as the PlayStation 1 in terms of its casing material. But what I love about this Dreamcast casings was that it doesn't just have one department, it's actually got two. You know, so just in case you've got another disc game that you can't find the case to, or if you bought one second hand and you thought, do you know what, I need to find somewhere I can put this disc. So you don't have to worry about this, you can just, oh yeah, let's go to the Dreamcast, but oh, game there, let's put it behind there, done, along with the manual. It's gorgeous. It's got two departments in it. That's what I love about the Dreamcast casings. You feel like it'll get a little bit of life into it in case you've got other discs as well you can easily put in there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just take these two discs for example. Yeah, oh sorry, I can't fit it anywhere else. Oh, just put it in there then. Simple. Yeah, done. Love it. So, my favourite video game casing out of the, for now, this is a for now for me until I actually collect more video game hardware, more retro games to look out for as well, and the casings. The Dreamcast actually hold it up for me. I really do prefer the Dreamcast casings because you've got two departments in it. Extra disc storage space in case you've got any extra other discs that you can't find any other covers to or any casings for, put it in there. Simple. And I love the size of it, evenly distributed in weight, and I do love the cover art and things on most Dreamcast games. It feels like it's brought to life, and I really do love it. It's a nice little standard square one. Done. Absolutely finished. So out of all them, it's the Dreamcast casings for me. In fact, out of most video game casings, I do love the Dreamcast ones. I'll show you an SNES, I'll give you my thoughts on that, but I don't really have any casings for my SNES games, unfortunately, because I didn't buy any video games that actually have the casings on them. At least not yet. I've got to do more retro shopping. I've been out shopping for ages. So, what is your favourite video game casings or boxes? Or, you know, I wish I would have bought the ZX Spectrum now, and the Amigas and the Ataris, and the NES. I wish I would have bought them. Big time. But in any case, that's for another video. So what is your favourite video game casing? I'm Dr. Virtual. I look forward to hearing from you guys in the either video response or in the comments sections. And you know the tagline? May retro gaming live